This episode is gonna piss a lot of people off, but you know what? I'll do it.
You guys, there is a brand new villain that is getting stones casted on him, and his name is Leo Skepi.
And I say the same thing as always, lack of discipline makes you ugly. Get a hold of yourself.
I have never seen something blow up in someone's face so hard, and this man is 6'7". The explosion reached him all the way up there. And I'm gonna break down all of this internet drama right now. Come on, sit down. Relax, take your bra off if you want to. This is what I do. I break down trending topics so you don't have to rot and mash up that brain and end up like the people we talk about in these stories. So please hit the subscribe button. My goal is to get to 900,000 subscribers and I'm actually almost there. You guys are amazing. Thank you, by the way. Okay, let's break down this new body positive villain that was just unlocked, Leo Skepi. So this isn't your average villain because Leo is actually part of the body positive community or is very friendly with very plus size women like Tess Holliday.
I'm just like a little confused that you have associated yourself around, I know a lot of people that would hear this take and be like, no, boo.
And I have to say, I am very confused as to why this man was saying the things that he was saying when he surrounds himself in this type of community. And I was very intrigued. It all started on a cold night. I'm just kidding. But it all started with someone named Fanita.
I'm like young, hot, and turned.
Let me give you a background on Fanita. She was someone that I wanted to talk about a long time ago because she is in the body positive community who got gastric bypass and lost a lot of weight.
So, you know, some of you may notice that I look a little skinnier than my last couple episodes.
Like a lot of weight. She went from this to this. That's amazing work, right? I was super motivated and I really want to talk about her for a few things. A few months ago, she was getting canceled or critiqued because of a hot take.
This is gonna sound really mean, but I promise I'm not a mean girl, even though some people think I am. I don't think everyone's beautiful.
Say what now, girlie?
I don't.
Wait, tell me.
And
more.
I think we need to stop lying.
I thought you were in the body positive community where everyone is beautiful.
Like, some people are ugly and that's fine. Like, some people are, and that's okay. Like, not everybody's meant to be, like, attractive. Like, some people aren't aesthetically pleasing to look at, and that's just a fact. And I'm sorry, I'm tired of, like, everyone's beautiful. Like, I think everybody's beautiful on the inside or has the potential to be beautiful on the on the inside, but I feel like not everyone's beautiful on the outside, and I'll die on this hill.
Well, she did. Just kidding. She didn't die, but people were very angry about this. She's living proof of this statement. She needs to look in the mirror and look at herself. Well, looky. I don't think she's aesthetically pleasing. And this made a few people step back away from Fanita and her content and make them say, you're the mean girl.
I promise I'm not a mean girl.
Liar! According to people on the internet. Some people on the internet.
When you are confident, you don't have to put others down or call other people ugly to feel better about yourself.
Honestly, I adored Fanita until this moment. She is not conventionally attractive and knows the struggle. It was disappointing to say the least. So the basis of the video that I wanted to make like months ago about Fanita before it succumbed into the abyss of videos Michelle forgets about was that big women can say pretty much the rudest takes and not get canceled. They might get a little pushback, but they will not get canceled. And people will kind of let it slide off. But then I decided I'm not gonna do that because, well, people probably won't believe me. Well, then the video was back on until I forgot about it again because she came out with a video after she lost even more weight and said exactly what I wanted to say in the first video in her series called
Fanita's Fat Chronicles.
Yes, the Fat Chronicles, where she says that when she was fat, she could say anything and people would gas her up because people inherently think fat girls are ugly, the bottom of the barrel. So people would just let things slide because, they're just let her do whatever she wants. She's the poor little fat girl.
Since losing weight, I find one thing particularly funny, and I also, society and the fat phobia is so deep in our world that I knew these things would happen before I had my weight loss surgery. Like, I was having these conversations with my friends and the fears that I had about losing weight. You can ask all my friends when we talk about it. But one of my main things is I felt like people were gonna start taking me more seriously the more I lose weight. Which by that, I mean, back in the day when I was fat as shit, I could say anything to y'all and y'all would get in the comments and gas.
Which I agreed with this take. I know if a thin, white, blonde, Margaret Robbie got on the internet, relaxed her butt cheeks on a couch, crossed her legs, microphone in hand, and said,
not everybody's meant to be like attractive. Like, some people aren't aesthetically pleasing.
We all know how that would go down. To hell.
Now, mind you, if you've been following me from the beginning till now, you see my personality has not changed at all. This is how I've always acted. But for the people that are coming in now, they think I'm mean. Everybody that's watching my content now think I'm mean as fuck.
But then people like me will say obesity is extremely unhealthy. I've seen many family members die and get their legs cut off and amputated because of their addiction to food, but I'm problematic. These people will throw me to hell. That is why I'm not in any of these communities, because it gets very cultish and very hypocritical. And since we're on the topic of just hypocriticalness, there was another clip that I want to talk about in this video that started making its rounds as well.
I love gay people and black people and Asian people and Native American people.
Indian
This is no
people.
particular order.
No, I rank. I love
Okay.
black people more than anybody else.
What's second? Ah, that's tougher to say, isn't it? That's tougher to say, isn't it?
You know what? Your mouth kind of reminds me of like a person from Whoville. Because
fine.
you like lip is not there.
Well, I
But,
can't
like,
help that.
No, you can't. But like, it's just like
Body
Whoville-esque.
shaming's fine till it's all about the weight, right? Goodness, here come the comments.
That one there was a violation personally.
Well, he has a point. If he mid-conversation said, hey Fanita, I noticed your lips look like hot dogs smashed together, that wouldn't be nice, right? That'd probably infuriate a lot of us and be like, what? And the body positive community would all band together to take this man down. Does his lips look like a Whovillian? Not as much as Scott from 90 Day Fiancé. You all brought that to my attention and I cannot ever get it out of my head. Were you being nice when you said that? Absolutely not, and Fanita knows that that wasn't nice to say. But for some reason it's totally chill and quirky and funny when she says it. Well, even though those clips sparked up controversy, drummed up conversation within the community and outside of the community, she was fine. The fat community still loved her because she advocated for fat women, even while she lost weight.
Y'all can say what y'all want about fast fashion. They hold the big girls down, but y'all skinny bitches don't give a fuck because it don't concern you.
She was just a controversial girly. I have nothing against that. It's just, you know, the body positivity, people usually don't. So she likes saying certain controversial things, certain quirky things. So it was no surprise that she would hang out with Leo Skepi, who is also a controversial king. He jokes about abortion.
Everybody's freaking the fuck out at me because I did a Q&A on Instagram, and this is what I responded to a girl asking about her ex. She goes, how do I deal with my baby daddy cheating on me with his ex while I'm currently pregnant? And I said, I'd hit the revenge button called the clinic.
Broke ass men.
And then some guy asked me, can I take you out on a date? Not unless you make 10 million a year. I want a dude that's gonna buy me houses for funsies.
Promotes toxic diet culture, like reading labels.
Okay, just start looking at the nutrition label on food. Becoming aware of like how many calories are in things and how big is a serving size. Cause my fat ass used to eat 2 packs of ramen noodles. There's 2 servings in 1 pack. So that's 4 servings.
And people who play the victim.
Someone else asked, how do you manage to deal with people with a bad victim mentality? I don't. Smile.
Well, that was very interesting because soon he would find out that many of his followers are victims of the fashion industry. I don't know why that did that, but to many people, fashion is a big deal, and fashion is the center of this story. So over the weekend, Fanita would post a TikTok pretty much explaining or complaining, I'm not too sure what word I should use, but she was explaining how the fashion industry does not provide enough clothes to obese and morbidly obese people.
The reason your plus size clothing isn't selling is because your clothes are ugly as y'all take the ugliest fabric known to man and make that a goddamn blouse. Nobody wants to wear that ugly ass shower curtain you call a shirt. And I'm being dead serious. Just because a girl got a little bit of meat on her don't mean she want to wear that shit either. And y'all do this on purpose so then y'all can use it as an excuse. Well, our plus size clothes don't really sell. I don't really know what the problem is. Yeah, because it's hideous, bitch.
I agree with her. By the way, I just took a stroll into the plus size section in Target, which seems to be better than others, but still a lot of weird things. And don't get me started at my favorite store, Ross. It is, I will admit, it's extremely bad. I had a few plus size subscribers, hey girls, say that I wish I could shop at Ross, Michelle, and I marched into that store ready to take pictures and prove you guys wrong, and you were right. My bigger subscribed girls, I will kiss your forehead as a sorry. I'm really upset that you guys cannot just walk into Ross and find so many cute clothes for cheap. But shortly after Fanita posted her video, Leo, body positive girlie's bestie, would post this.
A brand not making your size in something does not give you grounds to talk shit and degrade the brand. Brands are allowed to want a certain look and image with their products. They are allowed to make things for the people they want to make them for. I've been seeing too many people talking shit recently, and it's pissing me off.
So this would be taken very badly by this whole community. And business-wise, social media-wise, as myself, I'm surprised he had this take publicly. With this community, you have to follow a script of what is right to say and what is wrong to say, and you cannot deter from it. You cannot play both sides. You cannot say, well, let's think about the other people and why they think. No, you can't do that. You must follow that script of the appropriate things and opinions to say.
People are allowed to have preferences, and brands are allowed to create an image with what they want and have a specific type of person wear what they have. Not everybody needs to be catered to by everything and everyone.
Honey, you are in an all-inclusive community. These are the opposite words, complete opposite words of what should be coming out of your mouth. But I'm not in this community, so I can speak freely. In my opinion, it's pretty true. You know, everything is not gonna be for you, and that's just really how it is in life. Not everything will be for me. I kind of understood that from a young age. I wanted to play basketball when I was younger, and then I went out for the team, and well, I found out pretty quickly. Even with practice, it was pretty bad. Basketball is not for me. Can I still play it in my spare time? Yeah, I mean, I don't like it anymore, but I could, nothing's stopping me, but I'm not gonna be a professional. But many people didn't like this, as many of his followers and friends are plus size people. He collaborates with plus size people, and many of his plus size friends, and just in general, they struggle to find clothes that are available for thin people.
Look at this top, it's just my size. Look at these socks, just my size. Should we match with purses? I love this belt. I love it too, as a headband.
Many obese people struggle to find anything over an XXL in, you know, everyday stores.
Pardon? Do you have plus sizes at this location or no? Okay, thank you. Northridge? Okay, thank you. Hi. Do you have plus sizes at this location?
The biggest size we carry in the store is double XL.
You get the idea. Obese people, and morbidly obese people for sure, struggle to walk because the knee situation, and they struggle to also find clothes. And his specific community specifically like to make it known that they can't just walk into a mall and find something to slide onto those beautiful big old butt cheeks. So I was very surprised when he posted this 2-minute TikTok of him saying this.
And this is a lesson I had to learn when I was fucking fat. I used to think clothes just weren't flattering. No, babe, the body wasn't fucking flattering.
Yeah, people were very upset.
Oop. I don't think this is gonna go the way you want it to, bestie. So I just kind of think it's weird that you are inserting yourself into a conversation that has absolutely nothing to do with you, honey.
The interesting thing is, though, it does have something to do with him a little bit. Skepi is a 6'7", size 16 shoe person who was bigger and couldn't find clothes and still can't find clothes. He can't change his height or his feet.
But a lot of brands don't make my size and a lot of shit still. And if a piece of clothing is not flattering on you, it doesn't mean the item or product is not flattering or is not good. It's not made for you. I'm a size 16 shoe. A lot of brands don't make my size. Do I waste my time and lend my energy and focus to what I don't want and what I can't have and attacking brands for not making my fucking size? No. Every single human being is very powerful. You have to be careful with where you put your attention and your focus. For you to stick your attention and your energy on what doesn't work for you, what is not made for you, and what brands don't want you to wear their fucking shit, you're never gonna have mental space to think and look for and discover brands that are made for you.
Many people took this of him saying, the clothes aren't the problem, you're the problem. You're fat. It's not the clothes, it's you, and you're fat.
Where he's like, you know, it's not the clothes that are ugly, it's your body that's ugly in the clothes. Yeah, he's like, you're just fat and it's not cute.
I mean, if you watch the whole video, he didn't say that, Trisha. He never said the F word. I watched it again just to make sure. The F word never left his mouth except when he talked about himself being bigger. And as a broad shoulder bitch, I understood what he was saying. I saw this classy looking girl wearing a turtleneck, bell-bottom jeans. She looks classy, sleek. And I said, I'm gonna do the exact outfit. Oh my God, I didn't look like her. And to me, I didn't look good. I looked very clunky because I have very broad shoulders. Just a little example of sometimes it is the body. I learned from a super young age that most mall clothes, because I was 180 pounds, a lot of mall clothes never worked for me. Ross was something, and Fashion Nova, just like Fanita said, I agree with, was something that really had clothes that were super stretchy and were just comfortable, they were affordable, and they would fit my body. So if I'm having a hard time at 180, I'm pretty sure people that are tipping up into the 300 range are probably having a hard time finding clothes just walking into the mall. So I understand what many of the people are saying, but also there's other solutions if you can't find what you're looking for right now while you complain to get the other companies to do their thing, yeah? Like, that's what I kind of took from his message. I pretty much stopped spending money and focusing on what other people wore and wore things that one, I liked, that I thought looked good and flattering to my body, and I started feeling so much better instead of just complaining and being angry about what I couldn't wear. That's pretty much just how I took it. Well, other people took it.
And your fat phobia is showing, and it's weird.
Oh yeah. Fat phobic. Let's listen to Tess's response to this because, you know, she's a friend of the show.
This is not cute. And normally I wouldn't make a video like this.
Yes, you would. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm just gonna have to say that that's a little fib because this is very on brand for Tess Holliday.
So I'm just sitting on my couch, watching Nailed It, editing some videos, just being a fat bitch.
Don't do it. It's too easy. We're better than this, okay? We're focusing on the clothes, not the fat. Okay, stop, no fat jokes.
I mean, what would you know about not fitting into clothes or having clothes?
Well, if you listened just a few seconds more, you would know that this man's 6'7" and a size 16 shoe.
That fit you. Is that something that you've struggled with or that you struggle with?
Yeah, he said it in the video. I can give you timestamps.
No, I was like waiting for you to say something.
Didn't wait long enough.
But I don't think I'm gonna hear you say something about that.
If you were played the video, then you could.
Because that's not something that you would know anything about.
You didn't finish the video, did you? You saw something trending, people screaming fat phobia, and you hopped your butt cheeks into this wave, huh?
And as someone that has modeled and been on runways,
guys, let's give Tess Holliday the praise she wants. You are the queen. You're the first obese model to jiggle her boobs on a high fashion runway. Congrats. It is actually a pretty good accomplishment. She's the first.
And worked for designers, I can tell you that they do want us.
We just talked about her saying that people didn't want her in their clothes or runways anymore. How body diversity in the fashion community is down 17% lower, or did I just spend hours on that video in a fever dream?
Every fashion season, they drop new statistics, and it was no surprise that size diversity is down.
Because you can't just flip it what you said 2 days ago to now because this bald man is hurting people's feelings.
In their clothes, the ones that have worked with us. And yeah, maybe not everybody in the world kisses our fat asses, but there are designers that work with us. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say because everything else is gonna sound mean and I don't wanna be like you. But ew.
That was so good. That was a well thought out, well-researched response, and definitely not a, ooh, I'll get almost 1 million views and take the heat off me because of my whole recent Palestine coffee drama I just had. Please stop focusing on me and focus on the bald guy calling people fat.
I am drinking a chai tea latte, but free Palestine. Like I just said that, free Palestine. I went today, I haven't been in so long. Free Palestine from the river to the sea. Just first and foremost, I did go and I shouldn't have.
We can talk about that drama later if you guys want to, but it was funny to see Tess Holliday once again proving that she's a hypocrite and that she's lying. Again. Nothing he said was mean. I can hear and feel the hatred and insecurity in your voice when you disagree with a different opinion. You want inclusion, yet you're excluding others that have a different opinion. Interesting. It is interesting, isn't it? Kind of proves my opinion about you have to stick to a script with these people, and if you go off the script or you try to see it from another perspective, or maybe something isn't the biggest deal to you, these types of groups will literally cast you out. Which is why his take was so, odd to me.
I'm baffled. Honestly.
Oh my God, Tess, we actually agree. It was very odd and weird to see someone in this community say all of this. Also, don't be up here in my comment section saying, see, this is how the woke crowd, no. It's in all of these weird communities. I saw a man in a very conservative community say he didn't think that the Black Mermaid was a big deal. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened there. People complain about pandering, grifting, people not being truthful. No, I think there's certain people in these big groups like this love all of those things as long as it tickles their tits, as long as it's the same opinion as theirs. If people in this community didn't act like this was a big deal, then they would get canceled right along with Bigfoot over there. It's fine to say he literally has big feet. Just like if you were part of the conservative crew and didn't cry over the Black Mermaid, or now an Indian Rapunzel or something. Then if you're not upset about this, then you're woke, and being woke is the worst thing ever. Y'all still going to hell. Anyway, inclusion is wonderful. I love all the representation now versus what I had as a child, and understand that it's a lot harder for larger people to walk into the mall to find something that's cute that they offer the skinnier women. And I have to say,
I'm baffled, honestly.
yes, Tess, I'm very baffled how clothing companies aren't jumping on having more sizes for bigger people. The average weight for a woman was close to 200 pounds. If I remember correctly, that study is from 2020 or 2021. I don't know, it's not this year, and we're only getting bigger. Just saying obesity is not good, but these companies are missing out. If they offered the same clothes that they do the thins for the bigs, they could make even more money. And we all know that's what these big businesses care about. People would stop complaining, and Leah wouldn't be upset that people are complaining, and then everybody would be able to cover their butt cheeks in the same clothes.
Clothes not being in every single person's size is very, very minute and a very minuscule thing compared to what else is going on in the world.
So people pretty much said, you know, his take was very toxic.
Maybe go the fuck outside and go experience some real contrast and see what other people are really dealing with and living with.
He's invalidating marginalized people's feelings.
And you might be a little more appreciative of your situation and the fact that you can go find other shit that does fit you.
He's mocking them and calling them dramatic, and a big critique was that he's sticking up for the big businesses.
And like all this stuff like that. So basically, he's like, you don't get the right to like complain about brands because they want to cater to a specific look or specific body. So he's kind of like defending the corporate side, the business side, all these like people who make so much money.
Which, I don't know. I don't think he really meant like you don't have the right to complain, you know, sit up your lip, shut the fuck up. But if he did mean it like that, then I agree with people. People can complain about whatever they want. This is America. I mean, he's technically complaining right now on this TikTok. That's all TikTok is. That's how you get a following. But it was wild to watch this original video and then see his whole take literally get warped, hacked up, and spread around.
This whole Leo Skepi thing, basically he just said, shut up and get on that treadmill if you want to be included.
But he never said that. He never brought up a treadmill or fat people. He said when he was bigger. He said if something doesn't fit, find something that does. That was the whole thing of the video. I have watched so many takes on this because I really like to hear other people's opinions, but I'm at a loss here. I really wanted to understand a lot more about why people took this so hard, but I personally feel like this was blown out of proportion. Like a lot. No, he said to focus on what you have, not what you don't. And if you want what you don't have, you need to put in the work. You're too pretty to be a dumbass, respectfully, but that is what he said. Wait, hold on, I just thought of another tip, which might piss people off because I guess giving solutions to an issue is now toxic, but I'm gonna do it anyway. May I introduce you to Miss Jamie, or I should probably call her Miss Singer, the Quantum Stylist 9960. I've come to the conclusion that a lot of people never learned how to sew. Babies, I had to learn while an evil, very critical sewing teacher in high school breathed down my neck. But it was a huge game changer, and it really took me through my high school years when I was bigger. And you guys now have YouTube. There's free tutorials, and it's very, very easy. It's coming from me, who has a hard time with a lot of things. Another critique as to why people were so angry with Leo is that historically, many brands would say in the past that they don't want to be associated with obesity. They don't want fat people wearing the clothes. They don't want people of color wearing the clothes. They only want one person, skinny white chicks. It's actually really interesting. I definitely believe it, and I want to make a documentary style video on it. Any plus size girlies or anyone in the fashion industry have resources? I did watch that Abercrombie and Fitch documentary, and it's very interesting. So people were very mad at Leo for just having an insensitive take and promoting businesses to discriminate against people of color.
Brands are allowed to do what they want. I'm not saying they're right or wrong for discriminating. They're gonna do it. You bitching about it is gonna do nothing but ruin your emotional state and your mental state. That's what I wanna protect you from. I gotta be a little harsh with you because I love you. But get your fucking focus off the shit that ain't for you so you can find what is.
And once again, I watched the video a few times to make sure I didn't miss anything. Maybe it'll make me feel different. I didn't take it as him saying, oh yeah, big businesses discriminate against these blackies. I took it as these brands will do whatever the fuck they want. Find brands that actually want you to wear their clothes. Personally, for me, after watching like Abercrombie and Fitch and like just other things, I don't give a fuck what that brand does. I'm not wearing their clothes. They literally said that they don't want people of color wearing. Why would I want them to? No, I'm not gonna give a brand like that my money. I'm gonna give my money to a brand that celebrates my body, my blackness, beef them up, and hopefully they will become a bigger business, and then they will be in the mall, and then more women can walk into the mall and pick up clothes. What I'm hearing from these brands is they don't give a fuck and they're not going to give you what you guys want.
I'm gonna go buy the shoes that go to my size. But key point here, if my focus is nothing but stuck on the brands that don't make my size, I'm gonna feel nothing but frustrated, irritated, singled out, and pissed off.
Mini clothes are getting a lot more diverse, but it's taking so much time. I don't have that type of time to wait. I have ADHD, I need it now. That's why I got the sewing machine.
I'm never gonna find my size in shoes that I like if all I'm doing is sitting here crying how most brands only go to a 13. Fuck them.
So the comments are very interesting. I felt safe with you, and now I don't anymore. You felt safe on the internet? With the man who's always having his middle finger up? The man that dresses like he's gonna rob me and take all my money, and he finds joy in that.
But when I show up in stores like this, everybody be clutching their pearls and shit. It's coming in the store right now. I think it's so fucking funny. But I do love to fuck with them.
So what was the end result? What happened? Well, Fanita's followers basically demanded that she needs to publicly denounce her friend Leo. And she was a little irritated about that.
Let me tell y'all something. 1, I'm known for standing on business. 2, if I made a video 48 hours ago defending and advocating for the plus size community, as I've been doing since I've lost weight and no longer am considered plus size, what makes you bird brain bitches think my mind has changed in the short span of 40 hours ago?
But now she's going to Coachella.
This is my day 1 Coachella fit. Get into it.
Leo deleted the original video and then posted an apology.
All right, to hit this properly, the ego is checked at the door. I got some shit to own up to.
And then shortly after went to the gym and pretty much said, F you guys.
Surprise, bitch. I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
Next we got snacks, a protein bar, and some cigarettes in case there's controversy again. I have to go shower because I went to the gym. Did you?
Well, I really like him. He also posted this podcast talking about the situation and even bringing up how the body positive movement influences people to stay obese or bullies people to not lose weight.
I think the body positivity movement and the whole body positivity community is great, but there is something that concerns me because this community is accepting of people who do not have the typical standard body type. And sometimes the people in that community will make it seem like it is bad to want to change yourself or change your body.
I also invited him to be on another project that I'm working on talking about these types of people. If you would like to be a part of that, Leo, the door is always open if you're interested. Something else I wanted to say is people were making fun of him for wearing the same black tank top in every single video, as in his clothes are very limited. Many bigger people have a limited amount of clothing because they don't have a lot of options like, you know, the thins or the average size people. And he literally has said that he has a hard time finding a lot of clothes to fit. But you know, I guess it's okay to make fun of him. Very supportive, love the community, guys. You're doing great. So that's that. If anything, this just confirms to me why I don't sign up and dedicate myself to any community ever. I watched a lot of videos on different takes about this, people who agreed, people who disagreed. The people who disagreed with him pretty much all regurgitated the same exact lines. Fat phobic, he's racist, he's just a man.
And telling people to shut up and get on the treadmill if you want to be included is crazy.
Once again, that's not what he said. At least in this video, I do agree though, he's a little crazy. He kind of scares me a little bit. I'm like half his size. I'm literally eggplant level to his body. If this taught me anything else as well, this taught me that there's a freaking big hole in the fashion community. People Entrepreneurs, people who have a crap ton of money. This is business 101. Look, there's so many people complaining. Someone make bigger clothes. I don't understand how this is still a problem, to be completely honest. The obesity issue is only going up. Most people are bigger. I mean, if you're gonna be obese, you might as well look cute doing it. And I personally think if you can't find your size in something, nothing wrong with making a suggestion to a company, but I truly believe there can be other solutions, like a sewing machine. Anyway, what do you guys think? I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for being here. Be good, come here, you know the drill. I need to kiss your butt cheeks. And since it was such a long video, you made it to the end, I gotta kiss your forehead too. Turn back around, bring over that forehead, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
I went to the gym. Did you?
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared.